Hey everybody, Happy New Year's. Jason and Rachel here from REI Blueprint, and we had a few things that we wanted to share with you guys that I think are super important to going into 2019.
Yeah, every year we pretty much do the exact same thing, and so we rewrite our personal and our business visions and really make sure that, and I guess rewrite isn't the right word, but we look at them and we revise them because that's really something that's forever changing, and we want to make sure that what we've got down in those visions is still the direction that we want to be going in, because every decision that we make personally and professionally is based off of those visions, and it is a decision of, does this get me where I say I want to be going? And if it doesn't, then it's not something that we do, and if it is, then it is something that we do. So revising those personal and business visions is the first thing that we do.
I think making sure that we stretch too, a big
Yep.
part of this is that hopefully you knocked out most of the stuff that you put on your vision for
Yes.
2018, and now you're going into 2019 saying, we need to step up, we need to stretch, we need to hit the next level. So what are those next things going to be? How are we going to improve what we did? What are some of the things that worked really, really well in 2018? What are some of the things that didn't? And how can we push ourselves to do even more in 2019?
Yes. And then we kind of go through like all of our businesses and we start breaking them down and really, are we working as efficiently in all of them as we should? Do we have the right people in the right places still? Has someone grown into a different area, or do we now have a new need? Is there a hole somewhere? Like we make mistakes, like we made a ton of mistakes. And so we might have made a mistake that we now need to put something in to protect us from that not ever happening again.
I think one of the biggest things that we learned in 2018 was that we had too much on our plate.
Yes.
And maybe not even too much on our plate, but we really wanted to focus on getting the REI Blueprint message out and reaching as many people. And, we've been blessed to have an impact on so many different people's lives and see so many different lives change because of real estate investing that, I think we really figured out this year that that's where our calling is. That's where we really need to be. And we had some other businesses that while they were making good money for the amount of time that we put into them, they were a distraction from our main message. So that was something big that we realized, had we been able to go back in time, we probably wouldn't have been taking that business on. But looking forward into 2019 and getting clear on what we wanted, it was a decision to sell a business that I don't know that we would have sold had we not had the vision.
Right, yeah. And so after we do that business breakdown, we've done the visions, then we start setting what are the goals? What are the goals for 2019? What are we really going to stretch to get? And it's not goals that we think are obtainable. They are high-level goals. They are 10x'd in every way, shape, and form. They are things that as we're writing it down on our big whiteboard in our office, we're all kind of laughing like, ha, ha, ha. But if we don't set it that high, we stay here. And that's not a place that either one of us are comfortable in because we're now very comfortable being uncomfortable. So those goals are very uncomfortable when we set them.
You're not even comfortable standing this close to me, right?
No, this is very uncomfortable, but I'm working with it because it's for other people. So the next thing is, it's like these goals are big. Well, these goals cost money, right? So what's the finances of that side of it? What do we need to have from the financial standpoint to make sure that we can achieve all of those goals? And then after we determine what those finances are, then we sit down and we create a massive action plan, which is really like our roadmap. It is every single step that we're going to have to take, who's going to need to do what. It is a detailed, massive action plan to how we achieve that monster goal that we just set for ourselves.
Good.
Yeah. So we really kind of want to challenge you guys. This is something we've done for years, and it's been such a benefit for us. Absolutely. Too, right?
Yep.
Because it, like I said before, it keeps us from kind of just staying like this. And sometimes if you don't reflect and you don't take a look, you don't realize where you came from and all the accomplishments that you did make. And this really helps you see, man, we had an amazing 2018.
Yep.
There were some roller coasters, but overall, it was great. Now, how do we take that great and make it excellent in 2019?
That's what I was just going to say. I think, we always talk about good is the enemy of great, right?
Yes.
Like status quo isn't okay. And I think the way we stay out of just maintaining and keeping average is doing this. You know what I mean? Is lining out a very specific, aggressive plan that's hopefully going to change our lives and the people around us lives in a big, big way.
Absolutely.
And you don't get there if you don't plan for it.
Right. So we want to challenge you guys with doing the same assignment. So if you're one of our coaching students, that was on your group coaching call. You were assigned that these were the things that you needed to be doing to be ready for 2019. So our first call in January, that's what we're going through with all of our coaching students, because I can't coach you and be on your journey and help you get to where you say you want to go.
You don't know where you're going.
If you have no idea where you want to go. And so the assignments for you, so we'll just kind of recap it. It's revising or even creating for some of you that personal and business vision that you have.
What do you want your life to look like? What do you want your business to look like? If you could snap your fingers and it was exactly how you wanted it to be, what would it look like? You know,
Right.
would you have 20 employees? Would you have one? Would your business do $1 million a year? Would it do a couple $100,000? Would it, be
Would you
able
go
to
on 5 vacations a year,
Right.
or would you go on 4 of them?
Right.
Yeah, crystal clear in
get
all
clear
those
on
areas.
what you really want to happen?
Absolutely. And so that's that very first step. That second step is to break down your business or businesses if you have them, and really get clear on, how is everything working, and is it working the way that it's supposed to. Then I want you to set those goals, big goals. Remove your filters of what you think is possible, okay? I really want you. There's no growth in comfort, okay?
And take out the excuses.
Yes.
I don't have the time. I don't have the money. I don't have the resources. Stop. You
I've
know
got
what I mean?
little kids,
Stop
I could
putting
never do
filters on
it.
it, because
Yes.
what we've watched, we've done this very well, I think, in our own lives, and now we've had the opportunity to watch a lot of other people's lives. People are paying off their houses and their cars and all their consumer debt, and things that they thought wouldn't happen in 10 years, they're doing in a year and a half. So
Right.
that's what happens when you take the filters out and allow what's possible to really become possible.
Yep. So goals, and I want you to check those resources or get in line with what resources from a financial side do you need in order to achieve those, and then execute that massive action plan. If you've never done this is a lot of stuff to do, but I'll tell you, it's my favorite time of year, thing that we do, because it's really that reboot and that recharge.
We take a couple weeks off, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4 weeks off at the end of the year every year, and spend a lot of time really getting focused on what do we need to do different in 2019? What are our new goals? What's our
Yeah.
new dreams? What's our new ambitions? And making sure that we put those 5 steps into place in order to hit them.
Yeah. So if you need any help from us, reach out to us. Like us on our Facebook page at REI Blueprint, or follow us on Instagram. Message
Reach out.
us.
Let us know what we can do to help.
Anything
Yep.
we can do to help. So have a happy, not great. No one says have a great New Year,
Have
do
a
they?
great New Year, maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Have a happy
You guys
New
can have a
Year.
great New Year.
Yeah. I'm gonna have an excellent New Year.
I hope so.
Have a happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys.